My dear friends, in today's gospel, we see Jesus is withdrawing to a deserted place. King Herod wanted to see Jesus, probably because he thought Jesus was John the Baptist risen from the dead. And Jesus was not willing to get all those attention and was withdrawing to a deserted place. And the crowd, they don't want to leave Jesus. They go where Jesus goes. Very interesting part. Because the crowd has seen the great things that Jesus has done and his teachings have inspired them, and therefore they don't want to leave Jesus. They are following him. But you see the effect. They were there with him for quite some time that they have run short of food, and Jesus is telling to his disciples, the people are hungry, you need to feed them. The disciples are concerned. They ask him, Lord, where are we to find food for so many people? Send them away. Jesus says, no, you feed them. Very interesting, because when we look at the Old Testament narration of people of Israel who were moving to the promised land flowing with milk and honey, they were hungry. They were moving from the land of slavery to the land of promise. And on the way, when they were hungry, God rains down manna for them and fills their hunger. God is always a provider. In the New Testament, we see these people, they are believing in Jesus and they are following him and they are being fed by Jesus. He sees their hunger. He is a provider. So the evangelist is trying to tell us who really Jesus is. He is proving the divinity of Jesus through this one action of him multiplying the bread and feeding the 5,000. So God is a provider. He sees our hunger. He sees our pain. He sees our need, and he provides for us according to our need. But he also asks the church. He also asks each one of us to partake in this act of the providence of God, because the first thing that Jesus says to the people, especially to his disciples, you feed them. He doesn't say, ask the people to sit, that I can feed them. No, he says to his disciples, you feed them. This is a responsibility Jesus is giving to each one of us, my dear brothers and sisters. We have a responsibility to our brothers and sisters to feed them. Be part of the divine providence. Be part of the members of the body of Jesus, to be his hands and his feet. Be the providers that Jesus is wanting us to be. Let us open our hearts. Let's open our pockets to our brothers and sisters who are in need. Thereby, we are inviting God into our lives and also into their lives who are in need. Think about it and pray. May God bless us in abundance. Amen.